If you only know aircraft carriers from dramatic launch clips, you are missing the real story. Life inside USS Gerald R. Ford CVN-78 is not a movie sequence of nonstop action. It is a 24/7 system where thousands of people live, work, and maintain warfighting readiness under pressure. Commissioned in 2017 as the lead ship of the Ford class, and later returning to Norfolk on January 17, 2024 after an 8-month deployment, Ford has moved from future concept to proven operational platform. The first impression on board is scale. Endless passageways, vertical ladders, machinery spaces, operations rooms, berthing compartments, mess decks, and the constant movement of specialized teams. On a carrier, life is built around structure. Watches start and end on schedule, maintenance windows are tightly managed, and every department feeds the same mission: keep the ship and air wing safe, synchronized, and ready. Most viewers focus on pilots, but the visible tip of carrier power depends on a much larger human engine. Maintainers, ordnance teams, aircraft handlers, reactor personnel, logistics specialists, medics, IT technicians, deck crews, and command staff, all carrying specific responsibilities that must line up with precision. On the flight deck, that precision becomes obvious. Noise is intense, timing is unforgiving, and communication relies on visual discipline, choreography, and role clarity. Small errors can rapidly become major risks, so routine is never boring here. Routine is a safety system. Ford's modern architecture and systems were designed to support higher operational efficiency, but technology does not remove human workload. It changes it. People still execute every launch cycle, every recovery cycle, every inspection, every correction. That is why daily life aboard Ford is less about isolated heroic moments and more about sustained professional repetition. And then there is the part highlight videos rarely show: living conditions. Space is limited, privacy is minimal, and sleep follows duty cycles rather than comfort. Meals are functional and scheduled. Time becomes a resource you manage like fuel. The challenge is not performing once under pressure. The challenge is performing consistently across long stretches at sea, when fatigue builds and the mission tempo does not slow down. This is where culture matters. Leadership quality, team trust, accountability, and communication discipline directly affect performance. A connected team can absorb stress and keep standards high. A disconnected team loses tempo, and tempo is everything on a carrier. Ford also sits at the center of a broader strategic reality. As part of a carrier strike group, it is not just a ship. It is a mobile air power ecosystem that can be positioned quickly where policy and military objectives require presence. That strategic flexibility is one reason carriers remain central to U.S. maritime power. But the Ford story also includes hard truths. As a first-in-class platform, the program faced scrutiny over cost growth, schedule pressure, and technology maturation. Oversight reporting has repeatedly highlighted that innovation at this scale carries acquisition risk. Critics focus on cost and early reliability concerns. Supporters point to long-term gains in capability and efficiency once systems mature and crews gain operational depth. Both viewpoints exist because both are grounded in real program history. What matters for this video is the lived reality on board. The steel is impressive, the jets are loud, but the decisive factor is human performance sustained every day. Life inside USS Gerald R. Ford is pride and pressure, advanced technology and limited personal space, strict routine and constant adaptation. It is a floating city where readiness is built hour by hour by people most audiences never see. If you understand that, you understand the carrier. And if you want more military breakdowns that go beyond hype and show how these systems actually work, subscribe to Maze G, and I will see you in the next mission.